What up, YouTube? Knowledge is self-determination. So, I wanted to start this video off by saying, first and foremost, for those of you who are not aware of the fact that I do have a Kickstarter campaign fundraiser launched for my ice cream business, that is it is launched. My Instagram, the Grass Skirt Lounge. If you go to the Instagram page, you can actually go into the bio and click the link. I'll also put the link down in the description box and pin it in the comment section as well. For any individuals who are interested in supporting Black-owned businesses, who are interested in investing in a Black-owned business, and for those who are definitely interested in partnering up with Black-owned businesses in order to make money. I have a surefire idea with a very comprehensive, almost 40-page business plan ready for any serious investor. So anybody who is serious about trying to, build Black conglomerates, build Black businesses, and carve out a niche in certain industries that we have no ownership in. For more details, contact me. Hit me up in the comment section. However you plan on getting in contact with me, listen, I'm really trying to do this, but I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm batting 1,000 with coming at Black people who love my idea, who see the potential in it to make money, but they only want to put money up after I've made the money. You dig? Nobody wants to build anything from the ground up. Everybody wants to get in on a bandwagon that's already got fucking 4 wheels. And I'm gonna shoot straight from the hip. Once I start making money, I won't fucking need anybody else's help to get started. So any opportunity you miss out on to make money now, you won't get in the future. With that being said, let me get into the reason why I even started this video. But again, Kickstarter.com. Look on my Instagram at the Grass Skirt Lounge. You will find it. It is the Grass Skirt Lounge with 3 S's. TheGrassskirtLounge. The Grass Skirt Lounge on Instagram. Also, I have a video in my playlist here on YouTube with the Stay Stuck ice cream video. The link is also may not necessarily be embedded in the video or in the comment section or description section, which I have to change, but it is on there and you can type it down, copy it, whatever you got to do. But anyway, let me get on. Joy Reid. So I was watching Tariq Nasheed last night, and I like Tariq Nasheed. I think he's a very smart brother. I can't always listen to his entire streams because he kind of goes off in the directions that I'm not interested in. But this is not any shade towards Tariq Nasheed. Anyway, I think it was Joy Reid's program, and they had some woman who seemed to be this is basically we don't know what her background is because she scrubbed her background from the internet, so nobody can actually research her background and then give her ass the business for telling Black people to basically not listen to other Black people. The whole Russian bot scandal, okay? There's this new thing going on now. Roland Martin has parroted this same script from the Democratic Party, and now Joy Reid and her cronies are doing the same thing. There are no fucking Russian bots trying to sway Black voters into anything. There are only foundational Black people who are the descendants of American slavery, who are trying to spread the word and educate our people. This is more misinformation and disinformation by the mainstream media and the Democratic Party. I'm sure Republicans have their hand in this shit too, but definitely the Democratic Party. Maybe not the Republicans because, anyway. So, there are no fucking Russian bots, you understand, that are targeting Black people. There may be some white people out there fronting as though they're Black with Black accounts or whatever, trying to basically spy on us and see what we're really talking about. But I agree with Tariq Nasheed, and based on the light-skinned sister who could be an immigrant, basically she was very pro-immigrant in her little spiel that she delivered on Joy Reid's show. She was very, very pro-immigrant. You understand? And basically, and Tariq Nasheed brought up a very good point. When she was reading the information that was in front of her, she was stumbling and stuttering because as she's reading and processing the shit, she's realizing how fucked up the shit she was saying was. And she was stumbling and tumbling all over her words because you're going to say this shit because you want that paycheck. But she was having a conflict of interest, and you could tell the way she was tripping and stumbling all over her fucking words. But I just wanted to say this, black people. The game is on, man. They are trying to sway your attention away from what you need. She said this out of her mouth. If you are on social media or on the internet and you see people talking about tangibles and reparations and things like that, they're Russian bots. No, the fuck they're not. They're trying to. They are using our people, and look at who they're using. Black women, because a lot of the voices are black men who are talking about this. Not only black men, because you have Fly Nubian Queen out there and other sisters who are very much on board with the current black agenda. But a lot of the more prominent people are black men. You know, your Dr. Claude Andersons, your Tariq Nasheeds, your Umar Johnsons, your Dr. Boyce Watkins, so on and so forth. There are a lot of people, even Tone Talks, you know, from ADOS, you know. Even though I honestly got to say, I think they're more a shell organization for the Democratic Party because they're trying to get you to vote for. They are seriously, I think they are seriously backing the Democratic Party, irrespective of the fact that the Democratic Party hasn't done a fucking thing for black people. But I could be wrong in my interpretation of that. But yeah, Joy Reid should shoot herself in the fucking foot. You know, that immigrant chick that they brought over there to basically talk that dumb shit. Think about this. The black people, there are a lot of educated black people who are talking about reparations and an actual tangibles plan going forward for black people. There are a lot of educated black people who have professional degrees, masters, PhDs, and so on and so forth, who are in this fight with us. Why the fuck aren't any of these people going on to these shows? They find the most obscure sellout Negroes to go onto these shows and tell us what the fuck we need to avoid. I hope you guys are paying attention to this. And again, I will never tell you to vote or who to vote for. All I will do is give you advice on what you should vote for. And what you should vote for is the interest of black people and your family. If there is a candidate out there that is not talking about a fucking reparations plan or tangible plan of action or course of action for black people, ignore their asses. They are not your friend. Understand that. And if you are listening to black people who are telling you that the topics that black people are talking about aren't really black people, they're saying that the ADOS movement and the Foundational Black Americans movement and all these different movements are actually disinformation campaigns. And basically saying that these are organizations or these are campaigns that have been infiltrated by Russian bots. That's bullshit. They are blatantly lying to you at this point, black people. Blatantly. They think you are so fucking stupid that you don't have your ear to your own community. We know who the fuck is real and who isn't in our community. We know who's real. We know that the brothers and sisters out there that are actually putting in this work and informing us on what is going on within our government. We know these individuals, you understand? Because they got receipts for the work they've done for black people. Don't let yourself be fooled. Listen. Sure, these shows are to speak to black people, but these shows are really for the white liberals, in all honesty. I believe so. I believe these shows are for the white liberal. You understand what I'm saying? And I also want to say this also. Roland Martin is, I think Roland Martin is a very brilliant man, very intelligent man, very good at what he does with journalism. But I think Roland Martin's a fucking clown. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to compete with new media by saying he's old and new media. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. I have the largest platform. Dude, Dr. Boyce Watkins has more fucking followers on YouTube and social media than you do. And Phil from the Advice Show has over 1 million people subscribed to just his YouTube channel. Just that channel, the African Diaspora channel. So what in the fuck is Roland Martin's bowling ball head ass talking about? What is he talking about? I'm sorry, but I have a hard time trusting motherfuckers without necks. I just have a hard time trusting a motherfucker. When I look at them, it's literally head attached to shoulders. I know that was stupid to say, but this dude, man, this dude is buck dancing hard for the Democratic Party. And him and Joy Reid are literally regurgitating the same talking points, which means their white backers gave them a script to follow and they're fucking following it. There are no Russian bots coercing black people to do shit. You understand? There are just other black people who live in our communities or who have experienced what we continue to experience in this country and they're sick of it, trying to lift us out of the fucking gutter, so to speak. So I say to you black people, if there is a presidential candidate out there, you see Kamala Harris fake ass dropped out of the race. Look, I'm going to say this. I don't care how disrespectful it is. Kamala Harris was one of the most disrespectful bitches I've ever seen in my life. Every other week, this bitch had a new lie. Every other week, she was trying to squeeze herself into trying to squeeze her round-head ass into a square peg, a square hole. Every other week, she was telling a new lie about some shit. That's how much respect she has for black people. She literally felt like she could say whatever the fuck she wanted and she would get our vote. That bitch I think she's a sociopath, personally. I think she's a sociopath. This is the type of bitch when she was in her 20s or 30s sucking a 70-year-old man dick just to get position. A bitch, she's just an educated Cardi B in my position. In my opinion, she's an educated Cardi B. A person like that will do anything to get what they want. And I mean anything to get what they want. She's one of those type of people. Look at what she said everything she possibly could to get us to side with her. Even talking about smoking weed and listening to fucking Pac and Biggie in the 80s. Didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about and still said it. She gets asked direct questions about the policy she helped to implement in California, keeping black people arrested. And she just dodges the... Man, anyway, listen. We're not fucking stupid. We know what's going on. And if somebody's not out there actually telling us what they're going to do for us, let us see that shit down on paper. You can get my motherfucking vote. You know what I'm saying? Are you actually trying to push? Do these bills actually exist now that you're trying to push through Congress? Because if you're not actually doing anything right now, then you just fucking blowing smoke like Obama. Change and hope. That's all the fuck he did. That's all he said. And we bought that shit hook, line, and sinker. There are no fucking Russian bots trying to coerce black people and to get them to do anything. There are no fucking Russian bots doing that shit. It's black people who care about black people trying to get us to make black decisions that fucking better the group of black diaspora. That was kind of grammatically off, but you get what the fuck I'm saying. Listen, like Chris Rock said, I can't remember the comedy. I don't know if it was the bigger blacker one. There is a difference between niggas and black people, and the niggas have got to go. Because the niggas aren't just the idiots in the fucking hood selling crack to their mamas and shooting each other. They aren't the only niggas. The house Negroes are also lumped in with that group. If you are a black person who is fighting against your own best interest in the best interest of your people, you are a nigga that needs to go. Peace.